Hey guys, welcome back in CodeSphere. So today in this part, we will work on Java part of creating profile. So guys, in previous part, we have created the layout file. You can see that this is layout file. And then after this, we have added dependency. But today in this video, we will work on Java part. Fine guys. So you can see that that is a place where I left that tutorial. So in this video, I will start from giving reference. So find view by ID r dot image view CP. So guys, now you can see that we have given the reference for all of them. So now guys, here what you have to do is just come here in this Firestore DB and simply write equals to Firebase Firestore dot get instance at this line. Fine guys, and here also in database equals to Firebase database dot get instance. These two lines you have to add, and then again come back inside this on create. So guys, now we will create a Java class for it will work as a model class. Fine, so simply click on this package and then create a new Java class, and its name will be all user all user member all user member, and then enter. Oops. So we can give is underscore, yes. So after this you have to create that class. So now you can see that we have all user member class. So guys, here we will define strings, some strings for that will be for name, and name, bio, profession के लिए for profession only profession prof, and then for website, then web. And so guys, let me tell you one thing that here why I'm creating this for, because we will save data in Firestore and also in database. So why in database? Why you may be thinking that why I'm saving that same data in two different places. There is a reason. Let me explain you that in Firebase Firestore it supports offline. Fine. So when your device is offline, still the data of user can easily retrieve in the app. Fine. So if the user will open the app and the app is offline, so it will retrieve the user details. Fine. But if I will only save it in real-time database, so it will not retrieve in offline. Fine. And if I will only save it in create profile, then when we will retrieve all the users, so the item reference, I mean whenever you want to click perform some item clicks on that Firestore users, then sometimes it don't work. So that is why we have to save the data in both places. There is a reason. Fine. So after this, now we have name, bio. So guys, here only what we will save is we will only save name, and then UID. UID is very important. Name, profession, UID, and URL. Fine. So that is all. And after this, you have to simply select this control, then simply alt plus insert, then getters and setters, control plus A, then enter. Now we have getters and setters. Fine guys. So after this, here you have to simply create a public constructor. So simply write public all member user, then yes. Fine guys, so now you can see that we have these strings. So we have to simply cut this from here, control plus X, and then you have to go above here, and then guys simply paste it here. Fine. So now we have all user members, so simply initialize it here. So write all user member equals to, sorry, member. You can write member semicolon. Fine. And then initialize it here, member equals to new all user member, then semicolon. Fine guys. So after this we will create reference. So now first of all we want current user ID. So simply write Firebase user, that will be user. And one more thing, that here we have to add a string that will be for current user ID, current user ID, semicolon. Fine. So simply write Firebase user equals to Firebase auth dot get instance, Firebase auth dot get instance dot get current user, semicolon. And here we will get that user ID equals to user dot get UID. Fine guys. So in this way, by following this step, we can get the user ID. So now we will give reference for document reference. So simply write document reference equals to db dot collection, and the collection name will be user, and the document will be, we will give current user ID here. Fine. Then semicolon. So that is all. After this we have to write storage reference equals to, and yeah, one more thing here is that Firebase storage reference, Firebase storage. So we are not implementing, but that's fine, we can come here. So we will directly write Firebase storage dot get instance dot get reference, and that will be file images. Fine, simply create this folder. So guys, it will create a folder of name profile images in this Firebase storage bucket. Fine guys, so after this here what we will do is now after storage reference we will give database reference. Database reference equals to database dot get reference, and we will here give name all users. Fine, so all users, then semicolon. Then guys, now we have given the reference, so now we will handle button click. So simply write button dot set on click listener method new, the on click listener method. Fine, so here we will create a method that will be upload data. Fine, now it is showing error because we have not created it. We will create it in few seconds. So simply click on the create profile. Now it is created. Fine, so error is gone. So yeah guys, after this we have to also implement set on click listener on image view, because when the user will click on the image view, so we will make user able to choose any image. Set on click listener, then new, then on click listener. Fine guys, so here we will simply use intent. So when the user will click on the button, so first of all we will use intent, then intent equals to new intent, then semicolon. Then after this intent type will be dot set type, and that will be obviously image. So simply write image slash star, then semicolon, then intent dot set action, intent dot action get content, action get content, semicolon, and then start activity intent. Fine guys, so after this you have to just skip it for a few minutes. So before this guys, now we will implement on activity result for loading that image on activity result. So now you can see that we have this on activity result method. So here we will simply check that if request code equals to pick image, and result code equals to result okay, then again, and also that data not equals to null, not equals to null, and then data dot get data not equals to null. Fine, so we will proceed some action. Fine guys, so simply write image URI, and that will be equals to data dot get data semicolon. Fine guys, and Picasso dot get dot load. So guys, that is a dependency that we have added for implementing for loading images. Fine, so that was the reason image into image view. Fine guys, and let me tell you guys one thing, that for one thing here you can do is sometime what happened that if you will pick image, then it's fine, and if you will not pick an image, then it will create problem. Fine, so what here you can simply do is you can try that inside this if, so you can try, we will use try, and catch exception and e. Fine, so that is good for in case if you don't choose any pick or it is not able to pick, then we will show a toast message. So simply delete it from here, that toast message, that will be no file selected, or you can give any error. Fine, error plus e. Fine guys, so that is good. I think, yeah, because it will avoid crashing of the app. Fine, so that is why. And after this, one more thing for getting the URI, I mean file extension, get file ext for extension. Fine, guys. So here you have to simply write is give parameter URI and URI, then starting bracket, and here simply content resolver, content resolver, content resolver, then content resolver equals to get content resolver semicolon, then mime type map, mime type map, mime type map equals to mime type map dot get singleton dot get singleton semicolon, and then we will return something. Return will be mime type map dot get file extension from mime type. Fine, and inside it we will pass that content resolver, then dot get type URI. Done, then semicolon. So now we have the URI, I mean file extension. So after this, guys, we can proceed here in this upload data. Fine. So first of all, we will get the data from the strings. So for this, guys, you have to simply create name equals to et name dot get text dot toString semicolon. So now I think that we almost have for all the edit text. So total edit text is we have 5, and now we have data of 5 edit text. Fine, guys. So after this, here what we will do is we will simply check that if text utils is empty or not. So text utils dot is empty, and we will pass the name. Then again we will copy this codes from here, simply control plus C, and then you have to paste it here multiple times, control plus V, then control plus V, control plus V, and last time for yes. So now you have to simply change it. So instead of this name, here we will give that bio, and then here we will give web, and here we will give profession. Fine, and then here we will give the last one for email. Fine, guys. So after this, one more thing, we will check for image URI not equals to null, not equals to null, then we will proceed. Fine. So if it is empty, so what we will do, a toast message that please fill all fields, or you can show any message you want. Fine, guys. So now we have to proceed. So first of all, what we will do is that we will make the progress bar dot set visibility visible. Fine, first thing, and then we will simply write final storage reference equals to storage reference equals to storage reference, and then, guys, here you have to simply write child, and the child name will be system dot current release, yeah, because we will save that name, and then simply write add, then file extension dot, and then get file extension, because that is the extension that we are retrieving. So get file ext, get file ext. Fine, guys, and inside that you have to pass that image URI, and then semicolon. After this, simply write upload task equals to reference dot put file, and that will be image URI. Fine, then semicolon, and then after this, here we will use task, because that is the only way for getting the URI of uploading image, because if you will follow old steps then it will not work. URL task. Fine, So simply write URL task equals to upload task dot continue with task. Fine guys, then new, then continuation task snapshot. So now you can see that we have this. So returning here, simply write dot add on success listener, add on complete listener. थोड़ी देर. So after this, add on complete listener, new dot on complete listener. Fine guys. So here simply write semicolon. So now come inside this URI. So instead of this return null, here we have to return something. Fine. So simply write if that task dot is successful, then simply throw task dot get exception, then semicolon. Fine. And then after this, here what we will do is throw new task. We have to only write throw task exception, and then here we will return reference dot get download URL, then semicolon. Fine guys. So after this, simply come inside this on complete listener. So here that if again you have to write task dot is successful, so we will get that URI. That is only way for getting the URI of uploaded image. So simply write download URI equals to task dot get result semicolon. That will be the URI. Fine guys. So now we successfully retrieved the URI of that uploaded image. So now guys, it's time to create a hash map, because that will help us in saving data. Fine. So simply write map and then string, and second one will be also string. Fine. So here we will give it name profile equals to new hash map, then semicolon. Fine guys. So after this, simply write profile, then dot put. So first of all we will write name, and string will be name, then semicolon. And then guys, here we will add one more child, and that is for privacy. Fine. So simply write dot put, and that is for privacy, but this time we will give the value by ourselves, and that will be public. Fine. So by default the privacy will be public. If user wants, so they can make it anonymous or private. Fine. So now you can see that we have almost we have created almost everything. So now we have 5 edit text, 1 2 3 4. One edit text is missing, and that is for bio. So write profile dot put, that is for bio. Fine. And here we have to pass the data of bio. So now we are complete with this document reference. So now we have created data for the document reference. Fine guys. So now here what we have to do is we will use that member class for saving the data in real-time database. Name, then member dot set profession, so that will be profession. So here after this, member dot set. So after this, here I would like to set UID, that will be current user ID, then member dot set URL, that will be download URI. Fine guys. So here simply after this dot to string, because that is URI. Fine guys. So now we will create a reference for database. So we have the database reference. Fine. So after this, here you have to simply write is so here guys, what we are going to do is simply write database reference dot child, and child will be current user ID. So that is only key that can work when it comes to individuality. So here we will give the value member, then semicolon. Fine guys. So after this, simply write document reference dot set, and here we will give that profile, and then add on success listener, and then here dot add on success listener. So add on success listener, new on success listener, fine, then semicolon. So here you can, first of all, we will make the progress bar dot set visibility invisible, fine, and then we will show a toast message that profile created, profile created, and fine. Then after this we will use the handler. Why? Because we will send user after some time. So handler dot post delayed new runnable, fine. So guys, we will send user to the fragment 1 after 2 seconds of that completion. So here we will simply use intent, because guys, if you will send user immediately, then it don't look good, and that's why for good impression I will use intent new intent, and from create profile dot this to fragment1 dot class and semicolon start activity pass intent, fine. So after 2 seconds it will send us to fragment1 activity, fine guys. So now you can see that our coding part is almost complete. So add on success listener. So guys, now it's time to run the app and see is it working or not. So I will simply run this app. So in case if you get any error, then let me know in comment section. I will try to reply in next 24 hours, but hopefully we should not get any error. So oops, but here we have an error, fine. So let me see that what it is saying, that it is saying that cannot fit requested classes in single text file. So how can we solve it is, guys, you have to come here in this build gradle, and here we have to add dependency for multi text. So implementation, then here simply write com dot android dot support, com dot android dot support, and then multi-dex, and then again version 1.0.3, and that's all, fine guys. So now you can see that we have this dependency, and one more thing, that guys, after giving this dependency, you have to write here is multi-text enabled, then I think it should solve the problem. Multi-text enabled, fine. So after this, simply click on the button sync now. And one more thing, that guys, if your SDK min SDK is more than 21, then you don't need to add that dependency, it will work fine. So now because our min SDK is 16, I'm just showing it as exception, because most of you may face this problem and I don't want it to happen. That's why I'm showing this. Otherwise I can increase the min SDK and it will work fine. Now you can see that Gradle build is successful. So now guys, before running app, that one more thing that we forget to do is when we will open the app, so how can we come on this activity, fine. And one more thing is that you can see that this is image view, so we can give in the background is a drawable person. So now you can see that it is visible, so user can understand that that is a place for choosing image, fine. And after this guys, we just need a simple button for going on that activity, and we will implement that button in first so I can simply make this clickable true. So when we will click on this profile text view, so we will go to the create profile, fine. Now open the fragment1, and here guys, we will simply implement view on click listener method, view dot on click listener, fine. Then simply click on the red bulb, implement methods, enter. Now we have method. So here what we will do is so guys, now we have this on click. So here one more thing you have to write is on activity created, on activity created, and inside it guys you have to simply do is first of all we will declare a text view. So simply write text view equals to find view by id, get activity dot find view by id r dot id dot, and the id of the text view should be id that is just for temporary guys, so it is not for long time. So profile tv prof, and id will be tv prof then semicolon, fine, and then simply write text view dot set on click list method, and here you have to pass this, fine. So now after this come inside this on create and simply write switch state. So guys after this switch simply write view dot get item id, get let me type get item get id. So if the id is r dot id dot tv prof, so we will simply create an intent that will be for intent equals to new intent, and then we will write is fragment or get activity, and then after this simply create profile dot class, and so just here simply write case, and then after this guys here you have to simply write semicolon then start activity intent, fine. So guys now it's time to run the app and see this time we should not get any error. So you can see that the gradle build is running, and hopefully now it should work pretty fine. So you can see that the app is installing successfully, and now the activity is launched and we came on this fragment one. So you can see that this beautiful animation, and let me open this Firebase console, and here guys when I will click on this profile, so we will go to this activity. So now I can see that this is activity, and one more mistake is that this progress bar is now visible, fine, but that's okay, we will change it later. So I think I should change it, yeah. So go back to Android Studio, and then here that progress bar should be visibility invisible, fine. And one more thing that we have to hide that progress, I mean that action bar. So simply write theme daylight no action bar, and I know why it is creating a problem, that because we are doing here is a start activity, but here we have to use a start activity for result, fine. So that was the reason it was creating problem. So here now we can give pick image, fine guys. So after this run this app, and this time it will get the image from the device, fine. So now the activity is launching, and then we will see the splash screen, beautiful splash screen. So let me open the app, and this time you can see this splash screen is coming from this upward direction. Then click on this profile, and now we came on this. So this time when I will choose this image, so it will load it. Here you can see that the image view is in circular form, fine. So here I will give my name, and you cannot see my text of emulator, but that is fine. So here I will give the data bio, best of me is yet to come, is yet to come, fine. And then email search at the rate gmail.com, gmail.com. Then guys after this for website, now I'm just giving a demo website name, fine guys. You have to make sure that it is a valid url, and then after this when I will click on the button save profile, so you can see that the progress bar is now visible, and hopefully our data should be uploaded, fine. So now you can see that the progress bar is visible. It means that this image is now uploading in the Firebase storage, and you can see that it is showing profile created, and after 2 seconds we came on this activity. So guys, when I will refresh this page, so we will have a document. You can see that the document is created successfully. User ID, and that is my data, that is for the URL of that image. Fine. And when I will open real-time database, so here we will also have a child of name all users, and inside that child we have saved our data. So here you can see that all users, and this is user ID and this is user data. Fine. And guys, one more thing that here we, I think if you will open storage, so here we will see that, get started, next. So here let me check, done. Our storage bucket is now creating, but that's fine because our data is uploaded, so nothing to worry about it. Actually we should open this before saving data, but that's fine because you can see that the image is uploaded successfully. And yeah, this is current millisecond, and that is the image. And the rules, let me see the rules, that is it good or not. Sometimes rules create problem. And read write request.auth.null. So guys, I don't think that we need to change this URL because this rules, because we are implementing authentication, and according to this rules only authenticated users can access the database, so that is fine. But guys, one more thing is here we have to do is you have to also save that user ID in the document reference. Yeah, so here just simply increase one more child, so because we will need it, and that is very important, that is why. So put, and the name will be UID, and string will be current user ID, because that user ID is very very important guys. So make sure you add this, and after this again run the app. But now it will work pretty fine, so I will not show you the whole tutorial. So guys, I hope you like this video. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching.